Does anyone remember the Saturday Night Live skit with Chris Farley and the van down by the river? Well, recently, Elise and I had a client come to us that made us think of that because they wanted us to help legitimize their firm so they didn't look like they worked out of a van down by the river. So Elise, maybe you could talk a little bit about just how did we help that client and make them more of a substantial brand than they were feeling like?
Yeah, one of the first things you have to do to not be the man down by the river in a one-man show is show your team, right? You're hiring the best of the best. They're elevating your brand. They're elevating your company. So why not display them? Why not put on their expertise and how they're helping you and display? I mean, it doesn't have to be big bios and everything. It can be just tidbits. So we help develop their team page for them. We help develop out their website and highlight what they should really feature. And then also got their team more involved in, email campaigns, like featuring them, highlighting what's going on, and also their growth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, another thing to highlight is they grew, I think they added like 20 employees in a year, which is really big for them. They highlight that because that's showing your company is growing and you're, continuing to evolve and become this great, hopefully, legacy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the other thing is having executives on webinars. So whether it's a Q&A or just highlighting, getting to know a CEO, just helps people know that there are truly people out there behind the company and will help them learn about it. And then we've talked about this in another video as well, but if firms don't have a brand developed, we often say, is your brand more like a Kmart or a Nordstrom? And we definitely want a asset manager's brand to be like a Nordstrom. You're asking investors to possibly invest hundreds of thousands of dollars with your firm. And it's important to make them feel like it is a solid, high-end brand that they're looking at and working with. So that's critically important as well.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing that I think everybody should know about Nordstrom, if they don't, people that are loyal to Nordstrom always go to Nordstrom first to find whatever they're looking for. So just a little tidbit there.
Nordstrom notes are the key to
Nordstrom notes.
Yes, and at Marketing Intent, we are very dedicated and hope that our clients keep coming back as well to continue to build their brands and raise capital for their offerings.